Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Daisy Fox and this is Daisy Fox Tarot, and today's pick a card we are going to look at what is coming towards you. Okay, so what is coming towards you currently in life? We're going to look at what area of life that is, learn a little bit more about it, and as I always love to do with all my readings, at the end we'll get some advice from your guides, okay, your higher self, your spirit team, universe, whatever it is that you specifically believe in, the beliefs that you subscribe to, okay? We will find out a little bit more about that, get some advice from them, okay, for your current situation regarding what it is that is coming towards you. So I have 3 piles here for you guys to choose from. We have pile number 1 right here with this dolomite. Then I have pile number 2 with the rose rock. And then we have pile number 3 over here with this rose quartz. Okay, so take a little bit of time, feel it out. All right, you can pick based on the crystal. You can go in the timestamp or you go in the timestamps in the description box or in that pinned comment and look at those numbers, look at those times, see if they add up to any sort of like special numbers or synchronicities that you've been seeing. Okay, maybe something there might resonate for you. You might feel called to multiple piles. Okay, so you might be called to 1 or 2 or all 3. If so, it just means that there's messages for you in multiple piles here. So my suggestion is to go with the pile first that you feel the strongest pull towards. Okay, this is going to have your primary messages, your main messages. This is what I call your FOMO pile. So if you had to just click out of the video and you never got to watch it again, which pile would you go, oh, I really feel like I missed out on something? That's going to be your first pile, okay? And then you can go back and watch those other piles for your secondary messages, your messages that are meant to go hand in hand with your first pile. All right, so pause the video if you need to take a little bit more time. No panic picking here, okay, you guys? But anyways, I'm so excited to find out what's coming towards you guys in life right now. So I will see you all in your piles. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the dolomite crystal, and today we are going to find out what it is that is coming towards you in life right now. So we have your oracle cards here that we're going to start out with, and then we'll move to your tarot cards. We'll learn a little bit more about what it is that's coming towards you, and then we'll wrap it up with some good advice from your higher self, guides, spirit, to let you know what steps you can take next. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in here. I'm going to move your crystal over here where you can still see it on camera, but it's kind of out of our way. It gives us a little bit more room for our cards. So let's go ahead. Let's start with your Women of Myth Oracle card here. We have Kali. Ooh, and I had already picked this for pile number 1. And so for this card to be the card that popped out, amazing. Here are all the colors. But yeah, so you have Kali. Oh, she's a goddess, and this says the frenzy. Okay. And then let's see, we have here for you all wrath. Wow. All right. Interesting. Definitely kind of goes hand in hand with the energy of Kali Ma. So let's go ahead and set this here for you guys, and then once we look through all these, I will get in the guidebook and I'll read you guys a little bit about Kali. Okay, and so we have Noble Narwhal, resilience, creativity, and uniqueness. And this says, mystic unicorn of the sea, endow me with the gift of individuality. So very, very cute little card there. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to grab the guidebook real fast. We're going to learn a little bit about Kali. I know about her generally, but I like to read to you guys the keywords in this book. I think it's really useful. So let me find that. Just a minute here. Okay, so Kali, goddess the frenzy, anger, rage, and fierceness. She's the Hindu goddess of time, death, and the end of the world. She is equal parts destructive, sexual, and protective. And look, we have all this root chakra colors coming in here. So So equal parts destructive, sexual, and protective. She guards what she loves with intensity. This says, let's see, kind of wordy. I'm going to read to you what pops out at me. Ooh, this is, what response will you choose? Fight, flight, or feigning that you're fine? All right. This says, does anger scare you, so you try to push it away, or do you default to angry outbursts because rage is easier for you to deal with than sadness? You have to feel it to heal it, so don't ignore your emotions. Ugh, that gave me chills. You have to feel it to heal it. And you've got wrath here as well. Interesting. Resilience 2 coming through for you guys. And then we chose the Dolomite crystal, which symbolizes or works with the root chakra. Works on balancing that as well. So very interesting energy here. Let's go ahead and grab your tarot cards, and then we will jump into your message about what's coming towards you. Something that I'm feeling right off the bat is some sort of, I was going to say like a resolution to whatever this wrath is, whatever this anger is, something like someone's done you wrong. Someone's done something, wronged you in some way. And I was going to say it's resolution, but I'm kind of feeling like it's like you're going to finally be able to like allow yourself to feel this, or be able to express this to this person, whoever it was that's wronged you in some way. Very interesting. Let's grab these tarot cards real fast for my pile number ones. Find out, what it is that's coming towards you. That just felt like sloppy shuffling. So let's do that again. What's coming towards my pile number ones? Okay. Feeling those two. Then pile number one. These two, and I'm feeling this top one. Okay. So, let's see here. We have King of Swords. Okay. Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's interesting. I had sat the King of Swords down and I heard cutting through the bullshit maybe. And then Seven of Swords. And then we have the Sun. Love it. Love it. Love it. And that's really, it's funny. King of Swords, I heard cutting through the bullshit, and then Seven of Swords popped up. And I mean, Seven of Swords, look at this before we get into these other cards. I mean, this looks like someone who's on their bullshit a little bit, right? I mean, she's stealing these out of this safe. She's like pulled the picture down that was hiding it. She's opened it up, and now she's stealing this stuff from it. Something that obviously doesn't belong to her, obviously wasn't hers to indulge in to begin with. And I was going to say take, but I feel like indulge in is the right word. Like someone has indulged in something that was not theirs to indulge in. And it's like to your detriment in some way. And of course we see a happy resolution here with the Sun. Let's look at these other cards that we have for you here. Okay. Queen of Wands, yeah. And then we have Ace of Cups. And then we have Two of Cups. Okay. All right. Pile number one. What is coming towards you? Resolution is what I'm hearing. For sure. Resolution is the big word that I'm hearing for you all. Yeah, so a resolution for sure. But I think that before this resolution comes, you're going to actually get to express yourself. I'm feeling like something has happened and you were unable to truly express the amount of anger that you felt. You were unable to express how upsetting this situation was, how upsetting, like what this person did to you, how upsetting it was to you. And you were unable to express your anger and to really, I'm hearing like really let this person have it. You were unable to do that. And whether you were unable, like I think for some of you, the circumstances prevented you from being able to express this. So maybe those just circumstances weren't right for you to confront this person and say, hey, what the hell? For others of you, I think it's like you haven't really, or there's been this, I mean, honest, it feels like, it sounds like fear. I mean, it's like you've been afraid to really step into your power, to really step into this fierceness, to really step into this anger and express it. It's like you've been kind of, like it's like you've been holding it back, holding yourself back from really truly expressing how it is that you feel. What's coming towards you is an opportunity to express how this situation has made you feel. A renewed confidence coming through too. Queen of Wands is all about being very confident. This is like, she is so confident here, like very confident in herself, very passionate, okay? Very, like I'm hearing resolute too. Like she's not conflicted about how she feels. She knows exactly how she feels, and she's not going to let anybody tell her that she's not allowed to feel that. She's not going to let anybody tell her that what she's feeling is wrong. She's not going to let, like, I mean, people might say it, but she's not listening to it. You know, she's not having that. She's not letting someone do that. You know, she's not accepting that. She's not accepting bullshit. She's not accepting someone's bullshit is what I'm hearing here. And so, yeah, what's coming towards you, pile number one, and this is actually, I'm hearing that this is like a beautiful opportunity. You know, on the surface, we really, you know, especially in our society, we really demonize anger. You know, it's the one emotion, and I'm speaking from a heterosexual female's point of view, like cis hetero female's point of view, you know, as women especially, and I think that's why the Queen of Wands is so powerful, but I'll get to it in a minute. As women especially, we're allowed to feel, we're told we can feel a whole wide range of emotions, and that's okay. But once we start hitting the emotion of anger, it's like, oh, no, that's not soft, that's not sweet, that's not kind, you know, like, it's okay for you to be sad, it's okay for you to be, you know, disappointed, it's okay for you to feel confused, it's okay, you know, all of this, but it's not okay for you to feel angry. And so the Queen of Wands, what's so powerful about her is that she breaks through those societal demands or restrictions and says, no, I am allowed to feel passion. I am passionate about something. You know, I mean, feeling anger, wrath even, and I'm going to get to this whole thing in a minute for you guys, because I think there's some karma coming through for the other party here, in the form of Kali's wrath, by the way. But anyways, what makes the Queen of Wands so powerful is she's not afraid to express the fact that she's passionate about something. She's not afraid of that. She doesn't hold herself back. She's very confident in her feelings. She's very confident in her ability to express those feelings as well. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is this really powerful figure, particularly when we're talking about anger, and especially in our society. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be like, that's not to say that, you know, if you're identifying as a man and you watch this, or you were socialized as a man and you're watching this, that's not to say that this excludes you. It's just that from my perspective, and even from, you know, Kali's perspective, it's like divine, like feminine rage. You know, you'll hear that talked about sometimes, and it's just something that, you know, we find in our society, it builds up because we're not allowed to truly express it without there being some sort of negative consequences, ramifications, that, you know, these types of things that really discourage us from expressing ourselves fully and wholly, you know, like wholly, 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 like completely, to other people, especially when someone has wronged us. So what I'm seeing for you guys, what's coming towards you is the ability and opportunity to express your anger, to express what has, like, to tell someone, hey, you know, this shit that you did, that was not okay, and it pissed me off, and it was really fucked up for you to do that to me. It was really messed up for you to do this, that, and the other, you know. And I'm seeing here that, like, by having this ability to get, like, by getting to express this, okay, by getting to express this anger or this wrath or this fierceness, okay, it's like this allows you to close the chapter on whatever this is. This allows you, it's like this is your closure. It like provides you with closure. So if there's a situation, and it very much looks like there's a situation where someone's messing around, they've wronged you in some way. They thought they were being sneaky. They thought they were being slick, okay? And you're going to have and you noticed it. You saw it, okay? And didn't have an opportunity to call them on their BS. You're having an opportunity now, and by expressing this and really stepping into this power, stepping into this anger, that's what Kali talks about, is not being afraid to step into this anger, to this wrath, okay? We don't have to always be feeling like love and light all the time. Life is not love and light all the time. So we're not going to be feeling that constantly. It's totally okay to feel angry about something. It's totally okay to express that anger as well. Now, of course, we want to be respectful of, you know, of course we don't want to be abusive. We don't want to be toxic. Okay. I think rather than saying we don't want to be respectful or disrespectful, I'd say we don't want to be abusive. We don't want to be toxic. Okay. But the act itself of expressing our anger is not inherently abusive. It is not inherently dysfunctional and is not inherently toxic. That's just something that I feel like needs to be said, a message that needs to be heard by someone. It is not inherently abusive, toxic, or dysfunctional to express your anger in any situation, generally, particularly when someone has like wronged you. And I'm seeing here someone absolutely has. You're really ready for a new beginning. You're really ready to close the chapter on this part of your life, on this situation, okay? You're really ready to move on and be happy, but it's like you just need that little bit of closure. Well, that is coming to you here, okay? Stepping into your power, like we were saying, with the Queen of Wands, embracing your power, embracing that anger even, you know, allowing yourself to feel that and to express it unapologetically. And then we have Ace of Cups here. So what happens when you start to express this, when you step into this, because this is coming towards you, this opportunity to express this is coming towards you, okay? What's going to happen when you really step into that and you allow yourself to express this anger, it's like that, like I said, that chapter's closing, and then we've got some brand new energy opening up for you guys, okay? So we've got the sun here talking about brighter days ahead, feeling youthful, feeling happy. I'm hearing like a weight lifted off your shoulders, okay? Like once you're able to express this, it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders, and you're no longer carrying this heavy feeling, because anger can feel that way when it's unexpressed, okay? When you're stuffing it down and you're afraid of expressing it and you don't feel confident or comfortable expressing it, it gets to be that way, right? It can be like a burden almost. I'm seeing here that you're going to be unburdened, okay? You're going to feel like everything is right under the sun, okay? Like just very bright and happy and light and youthful. It's like it's going to feel like it's taken 5 to 10 years off like the way you look. Like, I don't know. I'm just hearing like it's like this whole revitalization of your energy. Like, this has been holding you down for so long, is what I'm hearing here. This has been holding you down for so long. It's been holding you back. And now you're getting an opportunity to express this to someone and let them know. And by expressing it, you will then be able to release it, okay, is what I'm hearing here. And then this new energy coming in, we're seeing like this new, I'm hearing like your cup being filled again, or feeling like you can actually have your cup be filled again. You know, sometimes when we're dealing with something heavy, even if we're carving out time to fill our cup, sometimes it just doesn't feel like it's actually working. Like, we're doing all the self-care, we're doing all the things that we know makes us feel great, and we're just feeling like garbage because there's just too much underlying junk under the surface. Okay, I'm seeing here that if you've been feeling that way, that is coming to an end. You're gonna feel like your cup is overflowing. Okay, you're gonna be able to fill your cup again. All right, Two of Cups here too. Really interesting energy with the Two of Cups here, talking about commitment. Okay, and reciprocity as well. Very interesting with the Two of Cups. I am going to get a clarifier for this Two of Cups so we can better understand this. Everything else is super clear. And I really want to go ahead and, as I don't know if we talked about the little narwhal here, noble narwhal. Before we talk about, I was going to talk about resilience, but before we talk about that, noble, I said that, and just, I'm hearing here, it's just a really specific message for a couple of people here. You, like, hiding your anger, like if you're feeling some resistance to this, like to the idea of expressing this anger, hiding this anger, it's not a noble cause. It doesn't, all right, I'm just saying what I'm hearing, you guys. It doesn't make you better than someone else. It doesn't mean, like, it doesn't always necessarily mean that you've taken the high road, right? Letting anger and dissatisfaction sit and fester, it's not a noble cause. It's not a noble cause, and it doesn't make you like inherently the bitter person. Maybe we're feeling a little bit bitter about all of this. It does it about this situation, and that's something we need to deal with. But it doesn't just automatically make you the better person, the bigger person, because you chose to ignore this anger and stuff it down and not express it. That's something that Kali is coming through and saying, is it's totally okay to express this anger, to feel this anger, okay? Let it flow, release it. Until you feel it, it's just gonna sit and fester. You've got to feel your emotions, and it is not a noble cause. Stuffing this down is not a noble cause, okay? If you're afraid, like what did that, the guidebook said something like, where are you stuck in fight? Are you stuck in flight? Or are you feigning? Are you fawning? Are you pretending like things are fine because you don't want to have to express or feel your emotions, okay? Stuffing those down, not a noble cause. Now, moving on with resilience here, okay? It's like, this whole situation is building resilience. And this is also, I'm hearing, a bit of validation for you. You have been very resilient through this whole situation. You've been very resilient. You've been I'm hearing like you've been incredibly patient with whoever it is that you've been dealing with, whoever it was who's been, who did this to you, or who messed around and on you, around you, whatever the Seven of Swords is, this sneaky, slick energy here where they thought they were pulling one over on you, okay? You've been very resilient through this, and it is definitely time for you to be able to express this. So there's our narwhal card here. I wanted to go ahead and talk about that. And then, of course, we got sidetracked with noble, but I mean, that just came up. Just, you guys, it's not a noble cause to stuff down your anger and not feel it. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to cut the deck where I feel I need to. And we're just going to pull from the top here. Let's learn about this Two of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Balance. Yes. Okay. I don't know why I didn't see that before. It's like a rebalancing. But it's like a rebalancing. Two of Pentacles talks about balance here, but this is Cups energy. So this is like a rebalancing of your emotions, okay? When you're able to actually allow yourself to express this anger and tell this person how you feel, how it was that, whatever they did, how that made you feel, or how, whatever it is that the situation is where you need to express, hey, this bullshit that you tried, yeah, we're not doing that. I'm not taking that from you. I'm not going to let you get away with that. Saying something about that. Whenever you're able to express this, not only will you feel like your cup is being full, or filled again, or able to be filled again as well. Not only will you feel like this lightness, this youth almost, like, because I feel like this whole situation has felt like it's aged you some. You're saying, wow, I feel like I've aged 10 years in 2 weeks, dealing with all of this stuff. All right. You're going to feel that weight lifted off your shoulders, and you're going to find a rebalancing. You're going to find a rebalancing with your emotions. Okay. You're going to feel balanced again. You're going to go, oh, wow, I feel okay. I feel fine. I actually feel like I have a nice balance again. Like maybe you felt very heavy lately. Things have felt a little dark lately. That rebalancing is coming in emotionally for you, okay? I'm also hearing too that there might be someone coming in to your life, someone who's not going to do this crap to you, is what I'm hearing. Someone who's not going to do that and try to get away with something like that. Someone who's like, that's mutual respect, reciprocity, reciprocity, respect. Someone who values you just as much as you value them. And this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be a romantic relationship for sure, since it is the Two of Cups that came out. But this could be a friendship. This could be a family member. I mean, this is a general reading. There's a lot of different energies here. So, a lot of different very specific situations that all generally have the same energy that you guys are all kind of going through together here, where you're going through a cycle where you're going to get to actually feel comfortable. Well, it might initially feel a bit uncomfortable. There's going to be some discomfort that you'll probably have to sit through, if I'm being honest. That's what I'm hearing. But it's going to be a great opportunity for you to actually work through that and get to express this. But anyways, so yeah, this doesn't have to necessarily just be in a romantic relationship. This could also, excuse me, you guys, yawn just came out of nowhere. This could also be a friendship, maybe a friend, wronged you in some way. And, so either this balance is going to be restored to your relationship with this person. So yeah, this balance is going to be restored within this relationship, or maybe, you start focusing on relationships that actually do have a balance, that actually do, involve a person who will reciprocate. They won't wrong you. They'll offer you the same level of respect, kindness, generosity that you offered them. Because I feel like that's what this is. I feel like someone took advantage of your trust. Really is what this feels like. Like, this woman was trusted with the knowledge that this safe is here. This woman was sure that's, I guess, an assumption that we're making based on the imagery, but this is really what I'm hearing here with your reading, is she was trusted with this knowledge. She was trusted with the location of this safe. She was trusted with the knowledge, and she still she of course still went behind someone's back and is trying to steal something, trying to take something from them, taking something that's not hers, or taking more than her fair share. We see that we still have 3 in here. She's got 4 in her hand. This is way more than her fair share. Okay, so maybe someone has betrayed your trust. This is saying here that, you know, that balance is going to be reestablished. You'll find there's someone maybe coming in for some of you who is going to be just as trustworthy as you are, or this is going to be this person, like everything just rebalancing, okay? It's going to depend on the specific, situation. For some of you, this might be a situation, a person that you have to walk away from, and this is your opportunity to let them have it, let them know, what's up, and then peace out, walk away. For others of you, this is going to be your chance, like what's coming towards you is an opportunity to express your anger, how hurt you are by this person, or that you're angry that this person had the audacity to betray your trust and hurt you like this, or betray your trust when they knew it would hurt you like this, okay? You're going to have the opportunity to express that and reestablish balance, reestablish reciprocity, reestablish trust, reestablish respect, etc. Okay. This is what I'm seeing for you guys. My pile number one's really, really clear message here for you all about this. Don't be afraid to express your anger. Life is not all love and light, okay? Things happen and we are allowed to be angry and we are allowed to express it. Don't be afraid to express it, okay? Embody the Queen of Wands. Don't be afraid of your anger. Don't be afraid to express your anger, okay? I'm hearing you are entitled to that. You're entitled to that expression, okay? So anyways, pile number one, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank your guides for coming through to give you this message. You guys, I was going to get advice for you all. Oh my goodness. Let's get some advice real fast. So sorry. I was going to do the whole spiel and then I was like, wait, I feel like I'm missing something. And there's just this one card coming out for advice. We'll do your advice and then we'll close up. The Moon. Listen to your intuition. I know sometimes that's a hard thing to hear because that's not always the easiest, most clear cut, but listen to yourself. Listen to that internal knowing, okay? As far as how, like, your advice, how to handle this situation, okay? Overall, you're being encouraged to express this anger. This opportunity is coming in so that you can listen to yourself, that inner knowing, okay? It will guide you, okay? Your internal compass will guide you even when there's not enough external light to do that for you, okay? Not a lot of external light here in this card to guide someone's way, even with the moon being so big and bright, but that's okay because we have an internal compass on our journey that we can follow as well, all right? I also want to say, if you're interested in learning more about Kali, look her up. She is amazing, especially when it comes to expressing anger and some of these more negative emotions that we're a lot of times kind of discouraged from feeling and expressing. They're still important and we still need to feel through them in order to move past them, okay, you guys? So look into her if you feel called to do that. Listen to this inner knowing. Take this opportunity to let this person have it and let them know what they've done to wrong you. You deserve the ability to express that and just step into that power, you guys. Pile number ones. But anyways, for real this time, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will also want to thank your guides for coming through to give you this message, and I will see you all in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Rose Rock, and today we are going to find out what it is that is coming towards you in your life right now. So we have some oracle cards here that we are going to start with. We'll grab your tarot cards, and then we will jump right in and we'll close off your message with some advice from your guides, higher self, spirit, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in here. Find out about what it is that is coming towards you right now. So I'm going to move your crystal over there. We have your cards here. Let's start here. We have okay, I feel like I always butcher this one. This one gets pulled a lot. I don't know, something about this energy, the brave. life's kind of crazy right now. The world's kind of crazy right now. So a call to bravery or feeling brave is probably something we can all relate to. Probably an energy we're all kind of dealing with. But anyways, eats pepe lodal, it's papalotl, eats pepe lodal. Not entirely sure, you guys. I'm doing my best. But anyways, she's goddess, the brave. We will get in the guidebook and learn a little bit more about her here in a minute once we turn over your other oracle card to see what else you have here. So we have her, then we have nature, and then we have spunky squirrel. Okay. Preparedness, practicality, manifestation. This is master of all hidden treasure. Help me guard the things that matter most. Oh, so cute. Okay. All right, you guys, let's learn a little bit more about this goddess here, and then we will jump into your tarot. So let's see, I have the book open here. Okay. So challenges, strength, and power. So she's one of the deadliest goddesses in myth. She's both a destroyer and a protector in Aztec lore. She lives in the sky and only descends to earth when it is in total darkness, making her especially dangerous during eclipses. It's interesting, we just came out of eclipse season. So, challenges, strength, and power. All right. This card, it says it refers to power plays and themes of dominance. Do you feel like you're being outwitted, outmatched, or deceived by others? You may have an inability to trust at the moment, along with a fear of misstepping or overstepping. If being forward or direct is difficult for you, she is asking you to channel her energy and find the courage to act boldly. She fears no one, and neither should you. See every challenge as one that can be fixed, solved, or changed. You have more power and control than you realize. Oof. That's a powerful message, you guys. Wow. Be brave. Nature here as well. All right. Sorry, I was just feeling it out, listening to the messages coming through here for you all. Okay, let's grab your tarot now, and then we will dive into all of this. So for my pile number 2s, ooh, I think that was just me being messy. All right, pile number 2s. Oh, okay. I'm feeling 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So, pile number 2s. Let's see here what we have for you all. We have 8 of Pentacles. Okay. We have Justice. All right. And we have 6 of Wands. Okay. Interesting. This is it's interesting how similar this is to pile number 1. It's like similar, it's like a similar energy, but it's like a different flavor. So if you guys were interested in pile number 1, go check it out after this. This is a little bit of confirmation for you all. Yeah. If you were interested in pile number 1, go check that out after this. Listen to this message first, because this is going to be your main message, because your situation's a bit different. The energy's a bit different, but there's probably some messages for you over there as well. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Okay. All right. Pile number 2. Let's talk about it. So I'm seeing here, there's something, so you've been working quite hard towards something in life, material wise. This could be your job, studies, something with your money, like maybe saving money, like building up your financial situation, anything within that realm. And it's like some sort of injustice was done. Or rather, it's like, yeah, okay. You've been working hard towards righting something, like righting a wrong or balancing the scales or making something fair. You've been working towards making something fair for others or for everyone involved in a situation. There's some sort of situation where you're trying to make everything fair for everybody, okay? And this is really what you're wanting, whether this is, and when I say everybody, this could be another party. This could even be for yourself. You're working on creating some type of situation that is actually fair for yourself, where you actually get what you deserve out of it. You or someone else. Where like what happens in like where the hard work actually gets recognized for what it is. You've been working on something, hoping for recognition maybe also, and you're trying to make sure you actually get this. You're wanting things to be fair. You working hard towards something, and it's only fair that you get the recognition for the hard work that you've put in. It's only fair that you be recognized for this hard work. And I'm hearing that there's like this potential. You're concerned, and I don't think your concerns are unfounded. I'm not hearing that your concerns are unfounded, but there's this concern that you're not going to actually get what's fair. You're not going to actually get what's meant to come to you from this. You're not going to get rewarded for your hard work. Yeah, like there's this concern that someone else is going to come in and like I'm almost hearing take credit for the hard work that you've done. And you're really focused on keeping the scales balanced, or you're really concerned that it stay balanced, that it stay fair. You're like, hold on now, I did 50% of the work, or I did 50% of the work, I should get 50% of the recognition, or I did 75% of the work, I should get 75% of the recognition. That's only fair, right? And that's where you're at. And you're like, hold up a minute. There's some sort of situation going on here that is that's unfair, that someone's trying to be unfair with you over, is what I'm hearing. And what's coming towards you is an opportunity to rebalance the scales and to possibly confront this person. Because this card is talking about being brave and bold and not being afraid to be direct and not being afraid to say, hey, hold on a minute. This is the card where you're not afraid to call someone out on their shit, is really what it feels like here. Really similar energy to pile number one, but a little bit different type of situation. It's just interesting to see the parallels. But yeah, this card, you may feel like someone is trying to outwit you, like someone is trying to pull one over on you, like someone is trying to trick you, okay, or do something like slick, something sneaky, something like unfair too. And you see here, I mean, we have her sitting here, she's got five of these in her hand. Let's see. Yeah, she's got 5 of these little swords, these little needles in her hand, and has only left 2 in the vault. And it's like, okay, even if this is your vault, even if she owns half, even if this is like her money too, her swords too, even if these are also her resources, she's taking way more than her fair share. right? And that's what I'm seeing here is someone's trying to get away with taking way more than their fair share of recognition for something that you have actually been the one to put the work in. You're the one who's been working diligently, like a squirrel. Squirrel works very diligently to prepare and plan for the winter. You know, they start very early on burying, you know, acorns and other food sources like that, nuts, other food sources for the winter time, because they know when winter comes, there's not going to be any of that available, right? So they're planning ahead, looking ahead. I feel like you are the one who has planned all of this. You're the one who has put in the majority of the work, and someone else is trying to come in here and take credit for something that you actually deserve credit for, is what I'm seeing. So what's coming towards you are options as to how, like, options for how you want to deal with this. So an opportunity is coming towards you to handle this situation and to confront this person. And I think, especially based on the card that we've got, the signifier that we got for you here, I think that there is this, it feels like there's this hesitancy. There's this hesitancy to actually allow yourself to be direct and to express it, and maybe even a little bit of fear. Well, what if they snap back? What if they've got something else to say? What if they, what if they don't like me anymore after when I have to be so direct about this? What if they don't like me anymore? What if this causes some sort of issues? What if this causes, I don't know, like, I feel like there's a lot of what ifs running through your mind, and a lot of things, and that those what ifs are like what's holding you back from tackling this situation. And I think, also, though, you've tried to be very tactful with this, that's why you haven't just that's why you haven't just rammed through, pushed through and caused a bunch of issues or anything like that, because that's what you don't want. You don't want to cause problems. You don't really want to make waves. You would just like to get what's due to you. You just want things to be fair. You just want it to be in your favor, okay? What I'm hearing that you need to hear is, we all know, we've all heard life isn't fair, so we all know that's not news. But when life isn't fair, we don't have to just sit there and take it, okay? We don't have to just sit there and allow ourselves to be beaten up by it, all right? We have other options here with the Seven of Cups. There are a lot of different ways to handle this, okay? And sure, kind of taking a more passive stance and saying, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to, because I could be direct, but if I'm direct, then so-and-so is going to get their feelings hurt, and then it's going to cause all these waves. Because I feel like this might be something that's happening in your workplace, which I understand complicates the situation. And like the dynamics are very different, it like complicates things. But you don't have to just lie down and take this. You have a lot of options as to how you want to deal with it. You don't have to fly off the handle instead. I'm hearing that's not like it's black or white, like be passive and do nothing, or fly off the handle and lose your shit, okay? That's not black or white. Black and white exist in the situation, but there's also that middle ground too. You can confront the situation, confront the person, and be direct, okay, without being combative, without, being, I'm hearing problematic, like maybe that's a word that you've been thinking that you're concerned about. You don't want to be problematic, there's a way, I'm hearing that there's a way to handle this that isn't problematic. There's a way to handle this that, like your signifier said, that is direct, that is bold, that is straight to the point, where you're just like, hey, listen, you did this thing and like, hey, listen, I see that you're telling everyone that you did most of the work for this. I see that you're putting your name on all of my hard work. You know that I know that, right? You know that I see that you're doing that, right? You know that I'm the one who did all of the hard work here. So let's actually, let's switch some things around to better represent the amount of effort each of us have put into this situation individually. Okay, so there's ways to handle it that is not combative. Okay, there's ways to handle it that's not problematic. So that's what the Seven of Cups here is saying. There's a lot of different ways to handle this person. Okay, in your I'm hearing kind of like in your quest to finding justice and fairness in this situation. Okay. Yeah. And then with Queen of Cups here too. Queen of Cups is talking about really allowing yourself to feel your emotions. The Queen of Cups is very in tune with her emotions, very aware. She lets them come in. She allows herself to feel them. Okay. The Queen, the divine feminine energy, it is receiving. It is more passive. Okay. Especially within the tarot. So this is this is like allowing those emotions to flow. It's okay to feel irritated by this person. It's okay to feel angry about this. Okay. It's all right. Allow yourself to feel. You don't have to stuff this all down and try to be this like picture perfect coworker, team member, etc., etc. Whatever your specific situation is here. You don't have to put your emotions and your emotional well-being on the back burner. The Queen of Cups prioritizes her emotions. She allows her emotions to flow and she feels them. Does she drown in this emotional energy? No, she doesn't. She doesn't drown in her emotions. She's very stable, solid, you know what I mean? She's very I'm hearing secure, specifically for your pile. She's very secure with her emotions and how she's feeling, and she's not, they don't overwhelm her, but she allows herself to feel them. Okay. And is not afraid of them. And so with the Queen of Cups here, the message is to, part of the message is to allow yourself to feel what you need to feel in order to handle this situation. So what's coming towards you in your life right now? It is an opportunity to stand up for yourself. It is an opportunity to stand up for yourself against this person. There's a lot of different ways to handle this, is what I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups. And so this is going to be, so this isn't just for there's a lot of different ways to handle it because there's a lot of different energies here that we're reading. While yes, that is the case, also for each individual person here watching this, there are a lot of different ways to handle this, a lot of different ways to go about this situation. Okay, preparedness is popping out here at me when we're saying this. Prepare yourself for the conversation. Prepare yourself emotionally. Prepare yourself mentally. Okay, prepare yourself for the conversation. Don't just walk in there, without any sort of preparation, no idea what it is you're gonna say, because what I'm hearing, honestly, is that this opportunity is coming in for you to handle this, to deal with this, to call this person out. But it's going to come, this opportunity is going to come, but it's not going to stay forever. And there will be a point in time when that opportunity leaves. And if you've been too afraid to be direct, if you haven't been bold enough to actually say something, then this is going to continue to run its course without your intervention. Okay, so totally fine to feel what you need to feel in order to handle the situation and handle this person's shady shit. Okay, lots of different ways that you can go about this, but an opportunity is coming in for you to address this and right this wrong, rebalance the scales and make this fair. Okay, make things be fair for you again. Interesting. This nature card is so interesting to me in this reading because it's very, it feels a little left field, to be quite honest with you. This nature card does. I'm gonna grab just a little clarifier here with this other deck. Find out, I just want one card. Thank you. Let me know a little bit about this nature. Put it into context for us. I mean, this could just be that, you know, if you're starting to feel overwhelmed, you know, get out in nature, ground yourself, get some fresh air, take a walk, clear your mind. Okay, let's see. What do we have? The Hanged Man. Okay. So interesting with this card, we see this crow staying on the ground, hanging out here on the ground. He could like sit up here and be poised to just fly away and move at any moment, but he's not. He's hanging out on the ground, and he's like intentionally placed himself there. That's what the Hanged Man has intentionally placed themselves in this position so they can see a different perspective. And it's very interesting because the perspective of this crow and what he can see up here versus all these others up here, what they can see, very different. So what I'm hearing here is perspective. And just kind of hanging out and waiting. This may have been what you've been doing. You may have just like, you're like, you know what? I'm just going to hang here and I'm just going to hang out and not worry about it. Or maybe you've been kind of stuck and you're like, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this situation. I'm just sitting here. I feel stuck. I feel grounded, you know, like stuck in like grounded, not in a nice, like not in a stabilizing way, but like I'm almost hearing like a suffocating type of way where you feel stuck. Okay, you may feel stuck right now. I'm hearing here for you, this will get this energy moving. An opportunity is coming for you to address this. And once you address this, you will feel yourself flying again. You will feel like you have the ability to spread your wings and fly. I think that you had been doing that. You'd really been soaring, really. I mean, soaring towards the Six of Wands, this celebration here of some sort of effort that you have put in, milestone maybe that you've reached, okay? And this is like big celebration. This isn't just like you and your little friend group. This is like company-wide recognition if this is your job. This is like, you know, something to that extent, something that's a little more public than just friends and family saying congratulations on, you know, your hard work or on your raise or on your, you know, whatever the situation might be specifically for you. Okay, so you may have felt really grounded is what I'm hearing. This opportunity is going to come in. It's gonna be an opportunity for you to right the wrongs, rebalance the scales. Lots of different ways to go about this. Feel into your emotions. Allow yourself to feel your emotions. There's nothing wrong with feeling angry about this or feeling hurt about this, okay? Life isn't all love and light. So we can't be love and light all the time either, right? We are still allowed to feel emotions like anger and disappointment and, you know, some of our more negative emotions, or what are often coined as negative, okay? But anyways, yeah, I think this has been a really like a type of experience or situation that has really made you feel stuck. And this opportunity, what's coming towards you is an opportunity to right this wrong and get yourself unstuck, okay? But it's gonna require that you be brave, you be bold, and you be direct, okay, in your communication. That was very clear with your signifier here. Be brave, be bold, be direct, okay? Don't fawn. Don't just pretend like everything's fine because it avoids because it's a way to avoid conflict. Avoiding conflict is not going to be in your best interest in this situation, is what I'm hearing. What's in your best interest to truly get the recognition that you deserve and to rebalance the scales, what's in your best interest is for you to speak up and advocate for yourself, okay? Prepare yourself for the conversation and know that you have a lot of different ways you can go about this, and this is going to get you unstuck. If you've been feeling kind of stuck, kind of grounded, kind of heavy, like you can't really soar and express yourself anymore, okay? Let's get a couple of cards, just find out some advice for you guys moving forward. That was kind of built into your reading, which was really nice, and I'm just seeing this one card for you. So that's probably, why your advice was kind of built into this reading, particularly with your Woman of Myth card over here. We have Four of Swords, okay? Yes, advice here, give your mind a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest. If you have been mulling over this, if you have been ruminating over this situation, okay, give your mind a little bit of a rest. Give it a little bit of a rest for a bit. I'm hearing you're going to find clarity once you step back. It's a lot easier to see the big picture once we've stepped back just a tiny bit, got out of our heads a little bit, like we've gotten out of our heads a little bit, stepped back a tiny bit, and then we can actually see the big picture and we can go, oh, okay, I didn't even see that was an option over there, but now that I've kind of, I'm not right in the thick of it and I've backed up a little bit and backed off a little bit as well mentally from the situation, I'm able to see a little bit clearer. I'm able to think a little bit clearer. So this is saying, give your mind a break from this, okay? This opportunity, this is coming in for you to handle this, but you're gonna know, like, I'm just hearing like sleep on it, like give yourself some time to just not worry about it for a bit. And of course that's easier said than done, but between now and then, like maybe there's a performance review coming up and you're going to have an opportunity to voice your concerns over this situation. Maybe there's something like that coming up, end of the year performance review or something like that. I'm kind of hearing is like what the situation is. It's going to be like a formal, it's like there's going to be a formal place or formal situation for you to voice your concerns. For many of you, there's going to be a formal situation. But either way, there's lots of opportunities to express this. But as but in order to prepare yourself for expressing this, give yourself a little bit of a break, a little bit of a mental rest, okay? You deserve it, and it will like revitalize, renew your mind. You will feel so much better about handling this once you take a step back and allow yourself to kind of see the bigger picture, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel so much. And if you hit the bell icon, you won't hit oh my goodness, you guys, you won't miss any of my uploads that I put up each week. But anyways, you guys, like I said, thank you so much, and I want to thank your guides for coming through to give you this message, and I will see you all in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Rose Quartz, and today we are going to find out what is coming towards you in life right now. Okay, so we have your Oracle cards here. We're going to start with those. And then we'll pull some tarot cards, learn a little bit more about that energy, and then we will close off your reading by getting some advice from your guides. So, okay, let's go ahead and jump in here. I'm going to put your Rose Quartz over here, and then let's take a look at your oracle card. So it looks like you ended up with 2 of these. You're my only pile who ended up with 2. So interesting. We'll start with this one. We have Baba Yaga. She's considered a monster, and it says the burden. All right. We'll get in the guidebook and read just a little bit about what it says about this card in particular. They have some nice little keywords in there that I like, that I really like using and referring to. Very, very useful there. Let's see here. What else do we have? We have anomaly. Okay. And we have ghosts. Interesting. Anomaly and ghosts. And then let's see here, you have mystical moth, spirituality, psychic ability, and passion. Shimmering maiden of the moon, uncover the arcane knowledge I seek. Okay, so let's go ahead here. I am going to grab that guidebook and get Baba Yaga pulled up, or I say pulled up as if like it's on the internet or something. I'm so used to pulling up web pages, like using an actual physical book for references. It's like, what? Like, what is this, the 90s? No. Anyways, all right, you guys, let me find Baba Yaga in here. Okay, so her story is she's a boogie woman of Slavic mythology who asked heroes and heroines alike to do complex tasks to gain her favor or perish at her hands. So, says complexity, insurmountable odds, and currying favor or gaining favor. So, let's see. Ooh, okay. This is simplify your life. You are in a one more or one up situation as you manage a busy schedule. You might feel a persistent need to impress if you are under the influence of a taskmaster. You believe that relentless effort will yield better results. Baba Yaga's presence can mean that an increasing number of errands, tasks, and favors you need to perform are piling up. You very likely need to let go of some of them if you want to feel good about any of them. So this is talking about managing our energy, okay? Managing our energy, where that goes. I'm also hearing boundaries. Boundaries. Setting boundaries with your time, with your energy. You can't do it all, and you don't have to do it all. And I'm hearing you shouldn't have to do it all either. So if you have someone in your life who has made you feel like you need to do it all, that's just, I mean, I'm hearing it's just categorically false. You shouldn't have to be doing everything on your own. Shouldn't have to be doing everything on your own, and not everyone is entitled to every ounce of your energy, every speck of your energy is what I'm hearing here. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot cards, learn a little bit more about this opportunity that's coming. Yeah, let's learn a little bit about this opportunity that's coming in for my pile number 3s. 2 and this one right here, and then 1 and this guy. Okay. So let's see here. Starting off, we have the High Priestess. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. And we have the 3 of Wands. All right. Let's see here. Make sure I can get everybody to fit. Okay. Interesting. This coming out too. The mystical moth talking about psychic abilities, the spirituality, and then you have the High Priestess come out. And in the position right next to it, no less. Let's see, and then we have, oh my gosh, we have the Star, beautiful. Let's move these guys over. We have the Star, we have 10 of Swords, and we have 3 of Pentacles. Okay, all right, pile number 3. There's something about you that's different. I'm hearing like different from all the rest. Okay, especially with this anomaly card here. There's something about you that's different. You're different from all the rest. You're not like everybody else. And this anomaly card in this particular crow, this little like albino crow, I suppose, is what she's supposed to be. She almost has like this glow around her, like she's like got some sort of special abilities. And to a certain extent, it almost looks like some sort of force field around her or something. And I know that sounds silly, but that's really what I'm seeing here. And talking about boundaries, it's like she's immune. And she's so different from all these other crows that are around her. I'm assuming it's a she. It feels like a she, so I'm going to say she in this reading. But this crow, like, she's so much different from all these others around her. Look at all these other black crows that are all around her. All very basic, very normal, very run-of-the-mill. And she is so different. So different that she, like, glows. She glows, she shines. There's like an energy pulsating around her that these other crows don't have. And you can even see on this card with ghosts. I mean, this crow doesn't, this crow doesn't have any sort of aura around it. It's like illustrated on the card, right? With ghosts. So yeah, something different here. I feel like this anomaly crow, this is you. And the message here, what's an opportunity. I'm hearing an opportunity to shine. An opportunity to embrace your differences. An opportunity to embrace what makes you different. To let go of ghosts of the past, to let go of, I'm hearing like old expectations from others from long ago that no longer resonate with you, that no longer align with you. Yeah, like there's just like old expectations, old things that no longer align. And you're like in this new phase of life where this is just like, it's just not resonating for you. It's not like these old beliefs, these old expectations aren't aligning anymore. And we see that with the High Priestess too. It's like we've got psychic ability here as well. So you might have some abilities like that, okay? That might resonate for you. But you're so different. The High Priestess, she's so different. And mysterious too. She's got this curtain behind her and no one knows what's behind that curtain except her. She's like, in some ways she's almost gatekeeping this higher knowledge, but in your reading, it doesn't feel gatekeepy. It feels that you're just like, you're different. You're just different from the rest. Like, and I'm seeing here, it's like, because you're different from the rest, everyone's like expectations of your time and your energy, it's just not working for you, is what I'm hearing. Like everybody has all of these expectations for your time, all of these expectations for your energy. They expect you to be here at this time to do this. And we are coming up on the holidays. If you're someone who celebrates the holidays, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You feel like you're being pulled in 5 different directions, where you've got a bunch of people saying, but I'm having this thing on Saturday, and then I'm having something on Friday, and I'm having something on Sunday, and then the next week we got a Friday and a Saturday and a Sunday, and then we got a random Wednesday. And it's just like like just constant, like being pulled in 5 directions all at once. And you're just, it's almost like you just your energy needs to be reserved for something else, for something better, for something higher, for something more meaningful. This energy needs to be reserved for something different, something new, a new adventure. I'm hearing like what's coming is an opportunity to expand your horizons. But in order to do that, you're going to have to set boundaries with your time and your energy. You will not have the time and energy to expand your horizons like you like to if you do not set boundaries with people. There are people, there are things, there are responsibilities that are like they're pulling you in a bunch of different directions. And there are some of them that are worth keeping around. There are some of them, like some responsibilities, things like that of course you can't just shirk. You can't just shirk those responsibilities. You can't just say, I'm setting a hard boundary. I will not be paying any bills because that does not align with me. Like, unfortunately, life just doesn't work like that. So yes, there are some responsibilities, there are some burdens that we're going to have to continue dealing with, continue carrying. But if you see, she gets to this like new frontier, okay? She's like in space. It's the new frontier. And she only has 3 wands with her. So she's definitely left some behind. And in the process of leaving some wands behind, she's left some people behind as well. There are some people who aren't in this, like, who were with her in this phase of her life, who aren't with her in this phase, in this new phase here. Because I see that this is like you moving, like, this is like moving from, like, instead of being pulled in a bunch of different directions, you've got to, like, you've limited what, like, you've cut down the bullshit. You've limited yourself to like, okay, I know these are the things that I'm responsible for. These are the these are the things that I've got to deal with. These are the things I have the time and energy to deal with. So that's what that's where my energy is going. And anything that falls outside of that boundary, I'm not messing with. And as I say boundary, I'm noticing right here with the 3 of Pentacles, if you see here, they're making a plan together. They've got a plan to do something together. But look, each pentacle is circled. There's like this bright red boundary around it. And this boundary is being emphasized. Look, he's even pointing. Feels like he's pointing. He's like, see this boundary right here? That's what it feels like in this, like in your reading, is there's like boundaries that need to be set. You're meant for something more. You're meant for something more. And the ghosts of your past, things that no longer align with you, with who you are, they no longer resonate with you, are still trying to come in and pull you in a bunch of different directions. But it's time to set a boundary. It's time to say, hey, I can't carry all of this. It's becoming a burden. Like all of these expectations, they're becoming a burden. They don't resonate for me anyways. They don't work for me anyways. They're not in alignment with what it is that I'm seeking. They're not in alignment with this new beginning. So I'm leaving them behind. And that's what I'm seeing here. Because this being pulled in all directions, it's like it has made you feel so defeated. Like you feel like you can't accomplish anything. It's like, yeah, I have the energy to do 4 of the 5 things, but because I'm being pulled, or maybe 3 of the 5 things realistically, but because I'm being pulled in so many directions, it's almost like, what is it called? It's like where you like find yourself in this sort of paralysis where it's like, I have so much to do that I'm not doing anything because there's so much to do. I think a lot of us have found ourselves in situations like that in the past. And of course, everyone finds themselves in, they might find themselves in a situation like that on on occasion. But I feel like for you, this is something that is not just occasional. This is something that has become habitual, where you're being pulled in so many directions and you're feeling overwhelmed to the point where it's like you have decision paralysis. You can't even make a decision. You don't even know which way to turn. You don't even know what to do next. And as a result, you're not hardly getting anything done. And that's what this Baba Yaga card was talking about. It's like, if you want to get any of the things done, you're going to have to drop some of them. You're going to have to drop some of the responsibilities if you want to be able to get even one thing done, because it's like this feeling of being defeated, of being overwhelmed, of not knowing where to turn next, not knowing what to do next. But we have here with the High Priestess and the Star here, there is hope. There is a new beginning, okay? And you are meant for something more. There's new frontiers to be explored. And if you are wondering, like, do I have psychic abilities? I think maybe I do, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I have those. This is your confirmation with mystical moth, spirituality, psychic ability, passion, okay? And interesting, Wands is passion here. So you probably have a passion for this. You probably have a passion for spirituality, maybe a passion for, I don't know, well, anything at all, really, because you can bring spirituality and psychic abilities into every arena of your life. You know, it can be useful. And as you strengthen those abilities, you will realize that, you know, those psychic abilities aren't just useful when reading tarot, for instance. They're also useful, you know, even something as mundane as picking the fastest moving line at the grocery store, you know, at checkout. Like, it's a great way to practice. If you've been wanting to practice your intuition and practice psychic ability, intuition, all of that, that's a great way to do it. A great mundane way to do it that is very, like, low risk, you know, where it's like, okay, maybe you're like, you know what? That line did end up moving faster, and I kind of felt like maybe that was the right one, but I thought, nah, it looks so much longer. It can't be. You know, it's a great way to practice your intuition without actually, like, there being any sort of, like, ramifications for, you know, misguided action, or like picking the wrong line. It's not going to matter that much. You're going to get your groceries paid for and out of there in a decent amount of time, you know. But anyways, so this is just your confirmation. If that's something you're interested in, intuition, psychic ability, you've been wondering, here's your confirmation that, you know, you do actually have the potential. You do have those abilities. Just start working on those, strengthening those. And like I said, you can do it in really mundane ways that are really great practice. But anyways, lots of hope coming in. It's like you're getting a new beginning, but you've got to leave behind this old junk, these ghosts. You've got to leave this behind. Leave the ghosts in the past, okay? So that you can move forward. Because until you leave these behind, you're gonna feel stuck. You're gonna feel defeated. You're going to continue to feel like you have, like, decision paralysis, like you're overwhelmed, like there's so much to do that you like maybe even like, oh yeah, I can get everything done, but then I'm half-assing some things, you know? Or sure, I can be at all the places and go do all the things and be there for everyone, but I'm not going to be fully present. I won't really be, you know, won't be my best self. I won't be showing up as my best self in those situations because I'm spread so thin. And it's interesting here, you have this little like thing here. It's like it's being spread thin. It makes me think of that. What is that? It's either Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. I think it's Lord of the Rings, where Bilbo says, I feel like I'm spread too thin. Like not enough, something about like not enough butter on a slice of toast, like I'm being spread too thin. That's what I see here. It looks like butter trying to be spread on toast and you don't have enough to actually get it through. And so you're spreading it super thin and you're actually scraping and hurting the integrity of the toast as you're trying to spread this stupid butter that you didn't grab enough of. Okay. So that's what I'm hearing here. You're being spread really, really thin. Boundaries need to be drawn. Okay. A new life is coming in for you. Pile number 3. You've got a new life coming in, anomaly, mystical moth, high priestess, the star, and even 3 of wands here. Beautiful new energy coming in, and 3 of pentacles too. I mean, once you're able to drop some of this, it feels, I was gonna say dead weight, but that feels a bit disrespectful because it's probably not dead weight. It's going to be there. It's going to take some discernment, to really decide. It's going to take some time, some discernment to really decide, okay, what do I need to take with me in this journey and what can I leave behind? But once you drop some of the burden, things that are no longer in alignment with you, okay, you're going to be able to move forward, make plans for the future, see those plans actually come forth into the world, see those plans actually materialize, come to fruition, okay? But drawing boundaries is going to be really important. Boundaries around your physical resources. And your physical resources are not just, like money. That's time. Time is a physical resource. There's a limited amount of it. There's only so much time every day. We only have so many minutes, so many hours every single day, so many waking hours and minutes every day that we can devote to other people. And we still have to take care of ourselves to a certain extent as well. Okay. So draw boundaries around your resources. Okay. And I'm seeing here too, if you notice, like if we are assuming that these red lines are boundaries, they're all a little bit different. If you notice for each different thing, this one's a little bit wider over here. This one's very tight. They're like, nope. Like this was very tight. Nope, there's no room for that. Or, you guys know what I mean. Like there's different levels of boundaries per pentacles on this card. And I feel like the same thing goes for you guys. It's not going to be a one size fits all with with every single area of your life, with all these things that are pulling you a bunch of different ways. Some things are going to get a little bit more wiggle room than others. You'll be able to do that. You're like, oh, well, this person, I usually have a wonderful time with them. I love spending time with them. I want to take that, I'm going to give them a little bit more leeway, or I'm going to give them they can have a little bit more of my time and energy because, they respect that time and energy, or because they, that's a relationship that fills me up. That's a relationship that fills my cup. Okay. So pile number 3, it's time to drop the things that no longer serve you and move forward with the things that do. You will find yourself feeling a billion times better once you get rid of the things that are no longer serving you, okay? Things that no longer resonate and are no longer in alignment. Big plans for you though. There's something different about you compared to everyone else. So if you feel like other people have more energy to expend on things than you do, don't worry about it. Your energy is meant for something else, someone else. You're clearly very different from everyone else, okay? You're clearly very different from the average person, and that's okay. That's honestly okay. Protect that energy, all right? Protect your energy, set boundaries. An opportunity, what's coming towards you in life is an opportunity to drop that burden, drop the burdens that need to be dropped, and move forward. I'm hearing into this next new year. This next year, move forward with this fresh, new, regenerated energy, and renewed passion for life as well. So, let's get a couple of cards here. I'm just gonna split the stack where I feel it needs to be split. And I'm just gonna grab one card up here. I feel like that's all we need. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's gonna take a little bit of work. It's not gonna feel very fun to set these boundaries. There are gonna be some, y'all know how it is. There are some people you can set a boundary with and they're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize that you had so much going on and I was demanding so much of you. I am so sorry. Like, yes, girl, step back. That's totally fine. And there are other people who can't handle, they can't handle boundary setting. Because it doesn't allow them to take advantage of you anymore. You have people who may be taking advantage of your time and your resources and don't realize it. You set a boundary with them and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And, you know, there are those other people who the lack of boundaries was benefiting them. And so it's challenging for them to accept, you know, the boundaries that you're putting into place. But, you know, so the advice here is saying it might not be the most fun thing to do, setting these boundaries, but it is going to be incredibly rewarding, okay? There will be tangible benefits that come from this. All right, you will notice it. You will feel a difference. You will see a difference as well in your life, okay? And I'm even hearing by clearing up some space, time and energy wise, you're also making room for abundance and room for new beautiful things to come into your life that there wasn't previously any room for. So pile number 3, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I want to thank your guides for coming through to give you this message. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and I will see you all in your next reading. Bye.